Hey friends and family from Ronny's Farm to Table. I'm here with Oli and little Gracie. Show your face. And I'm greeting you from inside the house because it's rather windy outside. So I still have to do a couple things outside. Maybe I will be able to record them. Probably not. I was already outside and you can see it in my hair all over the place. We'll see how it works and take it from there. Also, we gotta check up on the mushrooms and see what else is going on. Beautiful day still outside, but really windy. Let's get to it. A little update from outside by the passive heat tent. There's pretty strong winds. It's probably gonna go up to 30 miles an hour gusts today. But I think my little base that I built around here is keeping all in. There's no wind crawling underneath it. There's a little bit of flapping on the very top here going on, but that should be alright. In worst case scenario, I'm just going to take a big plywood, put it on top of it. I hope by next year I'm able to afford like a little lean-to greenhouse that I can put on this side, and then I never have to worry about it again in the future. Alright, let's go do some other things around the farm. Hey, back there's the garden area that you saw yesterday where I put the contaminated bags. The soil's awfully dry on it, so I put the sprinkler on for a little bit. Going to be repositioning it in about 30 minutes. And then I'm going to come with the tiller in about probably 3 hours or so until everything is quite windy out here, I can tell you that. Welcome in the old workshop. You probably heard how bad the wind outside is, and the wind is actually increasing. So a lot of my projects, which I was hoping to get done today because it's the last nice warm day, I have to probably do it when it's colder. But that's all right. We have other things to do, and as an alternative project for today, I'm going to be cleaning up the inside of my garage here. There's a bunch of leaves that got blown in because of that one door being open all the time, and I got a little schmuddle-cuddle area over here where a bunch of things are laying around. So I'm going to get those all nicely sorted out, arranged, and you can follow me doing that. Update from outside, it is really windy. I call those days the Wolverine days because they puff up my hair really big. But it's too windy to get the tiller out. You see, those are giant metal doors and they're only held up by little rolls on the very top. So when the wind catches underneath it, it would be able to lift it out. So I'm not going to open up those doors to get the tiller out today. Maybe I will have next couple days, some good days to do it. Depending on the soil too. But let me also show you how windy it is. I'm going to turn you around. So I'm going to go inside the barn and we're going to do a checkup on the mushrooms. Also, I would like to talk a little bit about how much I spent on this project, so you guys have an idea, and we'll see you inside the barn. Uh-oh, Ronny has a whiteboard, and I'm going to be using that in a couple other videos coming up as well. But yesterday I had somebody reaching out to me because they said I have no money to hire somebody to fix the garage door. And he was interested, so how much money do I have into this project? And I thought it would be a great segment to show you here today. Let's start right away off. So how much I'm into this project right now? And you will be amazed that it's about 5 grand by now. Roughly rounded down. And here are the different categories that you see how I split it up. One of my biggest expenses that I actually had was that sauna room that I'm using for the pasteurization process. I had to include the wood, and I had to include the labor. And you would be amazed how much it actually was. It is about 40% of my investment so far. but I will be using it all the time, and it was a great investment too. If the mushroom farm doesn't work out, I have a sauna that I can use personally. However, 20% out of 50% here, out of the 40%, so 20% was just labor. I had 2 electricians here for 4 hours, and it took them quite some time, and it became quite a huge bill. So next up would be the tents, and here you can see the tent behind me. I have 2 of them, and I included the ductwork and also the heat recovery ventilation system. And that came up to be about 20%. Next up is the humidifier system. And the humidifier system is a really high-end product that I bought because it's so important to have it steady and functional, and I also wanted a long warranty on it. So I went with Hydro House, great company. Everybody is raving about it in the mushroom industry. And I bought bigger units than I actually need. It will give me the possibility, if I get more tents, to increase the bucket size and be able to supply more tents with humidity. So that one came up just by itself to 15%. Next up is the lab that you see over here, the little still box, filter, but it also included all the chemicals, all the bags basically for the substrate bags, and I included a whole bunch of things in it. So that one came up by about 15%. Also an expense that I had was wood. I would have not imagined that would have been this quite of a high percentage, but the wood shelves. You see, I was able to score the metal shelves from the farmstead, but I had to buy this new wood in between shelves. They will be reused later on. I have different systems in mind later on, but for right now, they are just fine, and I like how they are. They came up to be 5%. Last but not least, this will be a reoccurring expense that I have. It will be the grain spawn. So basically, the mushrooms that I get sent to me in a little bag, which I inoculated the grain, which I put into my substrate bags. And that's something that I probably have to buy 2 to 3 times a month. And they came up to be 5% as well. So here's my breakdown. Kind of interesting how it all worked out. And this is just the startup. And I hope that I will be able to recover my investment within 3 months at least. I hope. We will see how everything works out. So now that I showed you the mafia a little bit, I'm gonna go get in my sterile lab outfit and let's take a look how the mushrooms are doing today, huh? Here we are. I'm gonna go quick in the dark tent, check everything through, and if I see something unusual, I will let you know and show it to you. This is one of the golden oysters, the bags that were too wet. But look at this, there's these little balls growing in here. I think those are mushrooms. I decided I'm gonna take one of these bags out and I'll put it inside the house. I have to hand mist it, but it should be good. I just wanna see if the little mushrooms grow out of this or not. So. Otherwise, the rest looks okay. They're still in the colonization stage, and we take it from there. All right, time to look into the fruiting chain. So I've been standing them up this morning. It opened up the patch here, just to make sure that things are going good. There's a little bit of growth going on here. Let me see if I can focus on it. Let me pull it out for a second. This is one of the lion's mane. You see that little fuzzy fur coming up there? That's a lion's mane. Awesome, awesome. First growth on the lion's mane. Happy little guy. Nothing on the pink oysters. And nothing on the white oysters yet either. Oh, okay. Pull this one up a little bit. There, we can see it better. Nothing happening here but the lion's mane. I exposed that guy and let's see how it goes. Let me see if I can get any closer. No. Alright, getting out of here before I do something wrong. The results. You saw me going inside the dark tent and go through each individual bag. What I've been seeing in there is that the colonization stage, where everything is turning whiter, is advancing more and more. Something that's really nice when you feel them, they're firm. They become like a real surface to them, not like here where you have little patches of straw that you can feel. It's like becoming a real surface by itself and coating everything over, which is good. Good to see. I have in my hand here one of the golden oysters, and I just want to know if these things are mushrooms here or not. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking this guy inside one of our buildings right by a window, and then I have to hand mist it 3 times a day and see if there's a mushroom growing out of it or not. If there's a mushroom growing out of it, I will consider some of the golden oysters going into the fruiting chamber and see how things are developing there. Talking about the fruiting chamber, we saw that the little lion's mane has just this little tiny ball right now, but it's going to become as big, half the size of this bag, actually the ball itself, the mushroom. It's going to be all white and it's going to have like a mane look, like a lion's mane look to it. That's where the name actually came from. Really cool mushroom to cook with. Once I have one on my hand, I will be able to show you really cool things, what you can do with them. Overall, things are pretty good. I think it's time to put Kaiser inside. He has been sleeping all day. He loves the windy weather. No insects are bugging him, no biting flies. So he just sleeps all day and enjoys it. Well, Kaiser just happened something to him. He was sneezing and then he fell over and started screaming like he's in severe pain, and now he's limping. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to check up on him. But let's put him inside. Huh? Kaiser, you got it, boy. Come. You got it. Take it nice and easy. Take it nice and easy, Kaiser. Nice and slow. Yeah, nice and slow. Okay, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna lay you down inside, huh? Alright, I'm gonna go check up on Kaiser. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.